And Mark will be the general coach, head coach, coaching those coaches, holding them accountable to, hey, what is Ernie, what's his numbers? When's the last time you talked to him? Shit, what should we do? Yeah, I'll talk to him today. You know, he doesn't have to even tell him what to do, just ask him what to do, right? So intensive care and turnaround. So let's say somebody's struggling, right? What do? Well, what we do is we say, you're off the street for today. Give them a 1 day try in intensive care. Let's come back, we're gonna work on stuff. I'm gonna ride with you, you're gonna come back in the shop type of thing here, right? Eventually, it's like a few stages of intensive care. The first one is let me ride with you and see what's going on for a call, one call, right? Answer the problem real quick, it might be over, right? If not, maybe go over the rest of the day with the guy. That's the easy way. Eventually, you get to the point where you say, you need to spend another week on the video coaching again, video training. You're going to be, next week, that's what you're doing first thing in the morning. What? Videos for 4 hours again for next week. Are you kidding me? I'm not doing that. All right, so what should we do then? I'm quitting. Hey, have a nice life. Where's the keys? That's pretty much it. Giving options, right? You can do this, or I guess you can do that. What should we do? Right, that's it. Real time, here's what it looks like real-time help. Here's one thing we talked about yesterday with Coal Service. On Tuesday we're there. We talked to their level 4 technicians who are kind of like the ad hoc helpers, the top people, elite people helping the guys underneath them a little bit. What you have to do is show your dedication. Now, Rick Picard will tell you that he said number one thing you have to do is be available for your people, right? If you're not available for your people, what does it say about what your dedication is? Why should I help somebody who works less hard than me? What we told the guys at Coal Services, these 5 or 6 elite techs, is that you can't Hollywood your technicians who are working underneath you. If you want to get leads from these guys, the elite techs get the leads and they sell these, like a turnover process, right? You have an elite drain cleaning guy who just sells drain cleaning and sewer digs. All the drain cleaning guys have to go to him to turn it over to sell a big job for digs and relinings. Well, what he does is he says, we say yesterday, you can't Hollywood people. What does Hollywood people mean? Don't Hollywood them. That means that you only talk to these people when you need something from them. I don't talk to them when they need something. When they need something, I'm busy. I got them on a call right now. Call Roger, he can help you. Right? You Hollywood them. As opposed to what would not be Hollywooding. You help them. You stop. You put whatever you're doing on pause. Rick, what do you tell every customer before you do every call? So before he walks into a call, this is a guy who does $125,000 a week. Rick, what do you tell every customer before you start a call about what might happen during the call?
I used to be a technician myself. Sometimes a technician will call me, need some help. So if that happens, would you mind if I took that call? I'll speak myself and take that call.
He tells his customer that he's going to take his first customer. Who's your first customer again?
My technician is my first customer.
That's the guy who provides the most leads to him, right? He tells every customer that, just so you know, I used to be a technician myself, and I have a lot of technicians who work for our company. If they call me and need my help, I'm going to have to excuse myself. Would that be okay if I did that and help my technician through the problem he's having, if there is one? That's how I try and help them. And every one of the people, oh yeah, sure. Who's ever said no? Anybody?
No one's ever said no, and actually it raises my level with the because now I'm not just a salesman. I used to do the work too myself. So actually, I think, raises my credibility with the customer.
So he communicates. Thank you, Rick. Thank you. He communicates to every customer that in the course of the call, I might get interrupted with a service technician. If I do, it'd be okay if I take that call. Yeah, it'd be great. That's what, you used to be a technician? Oh yeah, for 30 years I used to be a tech. Yeah. So it's like they're communicating you're a tech, not just a sales guy, and secondly that they need your help. You're gonna put this call on pause and go to your first customer, which is your technician. I'm serious about that. You thought I was just kidding. Oh, that's not. He's just saying that's the first customer. Your first customer is your service tech. That's where most of the best leads are going to come from. Anybody deny that? That the best lead is from your own service tech? Anybody? It's the best one, right? So that's the one you want to get first, right? You got pre-call help when people need it. Pre-call, what would they need help with before they do the call? What kind of options would I give on this one? I'm confused on the options. Can you help me on this one? Now, just real quick. Well, how do you make options? Well, you do all what's connected to it. So I got a water heater, but it's just a water heater. Yeah, what's the piping like? Oh, yeah, it's a 1/2-inch pipe. Yeah, so what should we do? Okay, I put 3/4 inch, and how far does it go 1/2 inch? All the way back to the main. All right, so what should we do? Let's repipe it back to the main. Okay, you got the answer. What else should we do? How's the rest of the branch piping? Does that look good? No, it's leaking and everywhere. So what should we do? Yeah, let's get that. I got the idea. Okay, need my help anymore? No, I'm done. I got it. Boom. That's what it sounds like. 30 seconds of help. That's pre-call sometimes. Mid-call, I got this guy, John, he says he wants to lower the price. Can you help me with this? Sure. How many options did you make? Oh, 2. All right, well, make some more options. Anything else? No, I got it. Okay, see you later. That's it. Post call, it's like, how'd that call go? Now you're doing the thing, questioning the relationships you had, questioning the options you made. Why did you make that option? Tell me who benefited. So the options you made, tell me the family member of the person that you made the options to. Tell me the name of the person in the family who's going to benefit from that 5-year agreement. Well, it's just something I do. I don't know who benefits from it. Then you see why you didn't sell it? Yeah, I think I get it now. That's kind of conversation we're having to hold people accountable. You have to have the right question that turns the rock over so the maggots can squirm. You know what I'm saying? You go, oh, Jesus, it's uncomfortable. It should be uncomfortable for the employee to even ask you for this stuff. You don't want to reward them by making it easy to do. You want to make it like, shit, if I call Kevin, I know he's going to tell me. I'm just going to do I'm just going to do what I know he's going to do, right? After a while, they start connecting the dots. Every time I call him, he has the answer, but he makes me think about it. So I got the idea. Why don't I just think about it myself? I got an idea. Just do that instead of calling them, right? Next thing is training the coach to coach. Now, I'm going to end it right now. We have a program. You're probably wondering, well, is this just some paper you're going to throw at me? No. We've been requested by several companies. We already have probably, I think it was 40% of this class filled up already with people who requested it. This is a class we're doing, a total immersion class for performance sales coaches. It's going to be this May 14th. What's the day on it? Go ahead and hand out the papers, if you will, on that. 14th through the 7th. It's a 4-day training program with a 4-month mentoring program. So basically, what we do is that once a month we will have a meeting with all those performance coaches. Once a month for 4 months after to see how they're doing. Of course, there's intensive care included. So if the performance coach is having a hard time staying on track, in those 4 days, what will they learn? They will learn how to coach, the language of coaching and the questions to ask when they're doing this. Number 2, they will learn how to onboard employees and train those people in an onboarding process. Number 3, they will show them how to do intensive care training to be able to make sure people are held accountable and put in this intensive spotlight to make sure they either recover or they get out of the company. And that's really it. And the 4th thing is just to have this description of what I do every day and this whole, how do I know if I was successful? To be able to measure themselves as a coach. How do you measure yourself as a coach? If you're a good coach, if an NFL football team is losing, let's say the Jacksonville Jaguars, they just lost their coach this year. Why did they lose their coach? Why did they have to lose their coach? Because they suck, right? It's obvious. I don't know if anybody here from Jacksonville? I don't know, but let's just face it. When you're like 3-13 or something like that, it's not looking too good for the coach, right? They bring a new coach. What do they expect? How are they going to measure a new coach?
He doesn't suck.
how do you know he doesn't suck? The wins. How many times do we win? Right? So it goes from 3-13. Let's say it goes next year from 3-13 to 6-10. Is that a failure? He's still the worst team in the league, but they only won 6. They won 6 games now. They won twice as many games as last year. What do you think about that record so far? He doubled it, right? The year after that, he's 9-7. Starting to like it? He just missed the playoff by the last game of the season. They kicked the field goal, it didn't go through. Now they get the Patriots ex-kicker again. He's like 45 years old or 48 years old now. Vinatieri, they hired him now. He kicks a field goal. Next year, they're 11-5. Now the coach got a job now at this 11-5. How long has this coach got now on the clock? So the first year he had how long? If you don't turn this thing around when? Now, if I don't see improvement like next year, your ass is gone. We're getting another coach, right? He did improvement every year. By the time he got to 11-5, now they're like, wow, this is a guy we could probably see. The management of the team is probably saying, what about this coach? We got to get him under a long-term contract. It's going to cost us a shitload of money if we don't get this guy. We got to capture this guy. He's got lightning in a bottle before other teams start to hire him. A richer team might come in and get him, right? So get this guy under contract. Now he becomes not just a coach, he becomes a partner. And that's what performance coaches can happen. You start out as just an employee trying to be a coach. Eventually, you become a partner in the company. Somebody who, when I say partner, I don't mean like you own the part. Like, well, who knows? Maybe you could. There are companies that do that. But I would say you're a partner where the fact that you don't just put this guy as just an employee, somebody who's influential on your team. So we do have some of these things here. So I think we have 7. There's only a limit to 12 people at this class. I know it's a high investment. Some of you may not like it because it's too good. But those of you who will, I honestly believe it will be, you'll thank me for years to come when you have this person in place like Zach, who can do this job on a consistent basis. And it's a turnkey process. The performance coach takes care of it for you. He's got a process and managing in this process. It's something that will work, and I'm proud to honor it for everybody. And I know it's an extra effort. It's right. I'm going to hold it here in Los Angeles, so it'll be 2 weeks. I got total immersion the week after that, and I've agreed to do this the week before that. So even a week, it took a lot for me to say I want to be away from my family for 2 weeks in a row again. But I'm going to do it because I want to make sure that you guys have everybody here in this class, everybody who believes in himself enough to do it. I believe in you too, and that's why I'm going to spend that week, that 4 days with you, and that 4 months with you. So just if you want to do it or have interest in it, hand the paper. Even if you don't want to sign up today, hand the paper, and if you have interest in it, and then we will know if you have a warm amount of interest, and we will go ahead and call you on it and see what you think about that. Fair enough? Thanks everybody very much. I appreciate you guys being here today. Thank you very much.
I've been stretching my mouth to let those
Hey, Joe.
words come right out.
That was one of the best management seminars I've ever experienced. You encapsulated in 45 minutes was everything a world-class manager needs to know. That was concise and yet comprehensive.
Well, coming from a great guy like you, Steve, that means a lot, so thanks a lot.
That was
Thanks
terrific.
so much. Thanks so
very,
much.
very good. Now, there is an evaluation sheet for Joe's presentation. Fill it out. And how do we want to do the schedule? You want to give him a short
Yes,
break?
give a short break here, and maybe 45 minutes at 9:45. We can get started here.
9:45, and then we will resume with Sarah.
Thank you.
Terrific. Okay, evaluation sheets on the tables, and we'll pick them up.